would have all thrown this completely ruined piece of junk straight into the trash without a second thought. At first glance, it just looks like a massive, heavy block of rusted metal, buried under decades of dirt, grime, and total neglect. But if you take a closer look, you'll realize this isn't just scrap iron. It's actually a giant, vintage, collectible table lighter designed in the classic Zippo style. Look at this frozen striking wheel, the petrified hinge, and the massive scale of the body. I'm willing to bet that 99% of you watching this right now will never guess what a mind-blowing transformation this object is about to go through before we reach the end of this journey. An antique enthusiast brought this piece to my workshop in an absolute catastrophic state. Decades of storage in a damp, dark environment had completely seized every moving mechanism inside. But the real issue with metal objects from this era is that when deep oxidation takes hold, most people assume it's permanently lost and beyond repair. I constantly see skeptics in my comment section claiming that restoring vintage items ruins their authentic historical value and erases their natural patina. But honestly, let's be real for a moment. Leaving an iconic piece of mid-century craftsmanship to rot away into useless dust at the back of a dark attic isn't preserving history. It's simply letting it die. My passion from day one has been to take these forgotten masterpieces, stop the destruction of time, and bring them back to life so their brilliant engineering can be appreciated and used once again. Before we move on to the most impressive parts of this project, let me know in the comments, are you team keep it rusted with original patina, or do you prefer seeing these pieces shine like they just rolled off the factory floor? I read all your thoughts. To tackle this engineering challenge and save this giant lighter, we had to pull out all the stops and exercise infinite patience. We start with a careful, meticulous disassembly to unbind the frozen components without breaking anything. When metal has suffered through decades of corrosion, applying excessive force can instantly snap an irreplaceable part. That's why we use progressive treatments, allow penetrating solvents time to work, and operate with millimeter precision. Next comes the deep cleaning and rust removal phase. Years of caked-on grime, baked grease, and heavy surface oxidation must be stripped away. Nothing is left to chance. Every single component, hinge, and tiny mechanical part is thoroughly cleaned, brushed, and prepared to regain its original fluid motion. Watching the thick layer of dirt disappear to reveal the raw metal underneath is easily one of the most satisfying parts of this entire process. Once the mechanics were fully freed up and the lighter was back in working order, I faced a choice. Should I leave it as a simple, polished metal piece? That would have been clean and classic, but honestly, way too ordinary for a project of this scale. I wanted to create something truly one of a kind, something you never see on an antique object like this. So I decided to go way beyond a standard restoration and attempt a wild experimental finish. I prepared a special high-temperature thermal treatment using pure melted bismuth. Bismuth is a fascinating element. As it cools down from a liquid state, it naturally forms extraordinary geometric structures with vibrant, iridescent colors. By submerging the lighter body directly into the melt at the exact moment of crystallization, the magic of physics and chemistry happened right before our eyes. Breathtaking geometric patterns in natural shades of deep purple, electric blue, and shimmering gold instantly froze onto the metal shell. Look at this breathtaking transformation. Take a moment to compare the ruined block of metal we started with to what we hold in our hands right now. We transformed a useless frozen piece of rusted scrap into a true collector's masterpiece, fully functional and coated in stunning natural rainbow crystals. And the best part? One flick of the wheel produces a shower of sparks and a flawless, powerful flame that brings the whole piece to life. The contrast between the clean nickel mechanics and the crystal-encrusted body is unreal. So tell me the truth, did you expect a result like this when the video started? Rate this restoration from 1 to 10 in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with your friends who love restoration builds, and let me know what antique object I should bring back to life next.